Hello all, welcome to my channel. So today let's take a look at the Honda CB350 Hness brochure. So this is the message given by the Honda company. Lead the world. So this is the tagline for the CB350 Hness. And then they have showcased two variants here. So whenever you see a chrome finish here, right, on the mudguards as well as the stickering. So this is the chrome model. That is why the color on the mudguard is chrome in color. And whenever you see body colored mudguards, that means it is the Pro Edition. And surprisingly, they have displayed the red color here, but the Highness is available in maroon and not red. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here they are saying that the bike has assist slipper clutch. So the good thing about this feature is, first thing is the clutch is very light, guys. I have checked the vehicle. I have also ridden it. You'll be able to use the clutch with your little finger. It is that light. So in bumper to bumper traffic, right, it'll be very easy for you to ride the bike. And the feature explained here says that the function is for smooth clutch operation, which I have already told you guys, very light in nature. And the slipper function, it helps in preventing the rear wheel hopping while downshifting. So that is the functionality of having an assist slipper clutch, guys. And the color that you see here, right? This is uh, blue in color. This is available in the top model of the bike in the chrome edition. Okay, so here we can see the Honda Road Sync feature, which you can connect using your Bluetooth. So connect your motorcycle from the handlebar with the Honda Road Sync app. So there's an application which works with the voice control system. And the good thing about this bike is, guys, is that we have good headlight here, and also the indicators that you see, right? Yeah, these are LED. And then this is how the digital meter and analog cluster looks like. So there's a small digital meter here, and this is the analog cluster. There's no RPM meter here, guys. And here it displays the side stand indicator. If the bike is in neutral, on a neutral indicator, this engine malfunction, and then you have the ABS notification here, and then there's an echo mode, and then this is for the high beam and low beam. And this is how the key slot is, guys. Okay, and also these new bikes from Honda, they are E20 compliant. And then the update that they have made to the bike is now the tail lamp, right? It has a kind of a gray shade instead of red, but as soon as the brakes are applied, this would turn into red. That is why it says smoked tail light lamp. And then, guys, the exhaust node. This is just exceptional. The way it sounds, right? It literally roars. So, very, very nice sounding exhaust note. And then the engine, guys. So This is a 350cc air-cooled engine. It's a single cylinder engine, but guys, it is really, really smooth because Honda makes really smooth engines. I have ridden the bike, really, really smooth. Uh, the clutch is exceptional. The gearbox is also very, very nice. So the feeling that you get when you change the gears, right, from Honda bikes, that is unmatched. And then the Highness also offers split seats. So this is how the seats are, guys. And as far as I remember, I think on the base variant, the seats are in black color, and in the Pro and the Chrome editions, the mid variant and the top variant, you get the brown seats, guys. And then the other good feature we have is ESS, that is emergency stop signal. So in case of any emergency braking, the emergency stop signal automatically flashes the turn indicators on both the sides. This is basically to alert the following vehicles, right, which are behind you, which helps in decreasing the danger of being at the on the roads, basically. And then you have Honda selectable torque control, HSTC. So there's a good traction that you get between your vehicle and the road. That is given by Honda. And then of course you have dual channel ABS functionality. So this ensures that the bike always remains in control. And then if you take a look at the disc brake, right, on the front, so it is 310 large disc brake, and at the rear you get a 240 disc brake, and then ABS is functional on both the front and the rear, and it cannot be turned off, right? So the good part about it is it prevents wheels from locking up whenever you apply brakes in an emergency situation. So it's a must-have feature for any bike, guys. And then you have an hazard switch. So basically, if you have stopped the vehicle somewhere on the road and you want the people behind you to notice that, okay, there's a bike in the front, right, so you can always turn on the hazard switch. And also whenever there are conditions where you cannot see the road ahead, maybe if it is raining or if there's a fog around, so using this hazard switch ensures that the people behind you, they can see the bike, so it makes the visibility better, guys. So that is the functionality of the hazard switch. Okay, and then side stand with engine inhibitor. So this is the symbol for it. So whenever you start the vehicle, and if you apply, if you engage the side stand, then there's an engine cutoff sensor. It ensures that the bike does not move and it just turns off. This is a safety feature, so you don't have to always check if you have engaged the stand or not. So that is a good functionality and feature given by Honda. And now we have spoken about the colors, so let's uh, we have spoken about all the features, guys, so let's talk about the colors now. So if you look at the chrome variant, so this is the top of the line variants, guys. So you get pearl igneous black, pearl deep ground gray, and athletic blue metallic. So these are the three options. So in the pro version, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the mudguards, they have a chrome finish here, and also there's a stickering that you see here. This is how it looks like. And according to me, guys, of the three, right, I think pearl deep ground gray looks really good. It is not like your typical dark gray shade. It is more like a cement color. So it actually complements well with all the chrome elements of the bike. So it makes it really appealing, guys. So this is my favorite color of all the three options that you see here. And then if you look at the Pro model, then you would see that the mud guards or mud flaps, right? They have the same body color, right? So here three options that you get are Pearl Igneous Black, Pearl Deep Ground Grey, and Rebel Red Metallic. So Rebel Red Metallic is more of a maroon shade instead of a red. So, but the good thing about this color is it goes well with the seat color, which is brown. So maroon and brown, the combination is good. But of the three here, my favorite pick would be this Pearl Deep Ground Grey because even the mudguards, right? Because they're body colored, it flows well with the overall bike. In fact, more than the chrome edition, I would suggest that you should pick the Pro model in case you're going to go with the deep ground gray. This is the pick, guys. This should definitely be the pick. And of course, this is based on everyone's preference. This is my pick. So, okay. And then these are the base models, guys. In base model, you get igneous black and deep ground gray. So here you get single horn, and on the mid variant and the top variant you get dual horns. And also here the mudguards, right? They are having a matte black finish. So this is the base variant, guys. You only get two colors here. And then yeah, let's talk about the specifications, guys. So if you look at the dimensions, so lengthwise it is 2163 mm, 789 mm width, height is 1107, wheelbase is 1441, ground clearance is 166, curb weight is 181. But when I actually rode this bike, right, if you move the vehicle, from your parking slot, it would feel a little heavy. But the good thing about Honda is they have made sure that all the weight is distributed, at the center. So that is where you don't feel that the bike is too heavy. And when you actually ride the bike, right, it flows seamlessly. You will not feel the weight at all in the traffic. So that's a good thing that Honda has done. The weight distribution is really good on the bike, guys. And when you talk about the seat height, it is 800 mm. Fuel tank capacity is 15 liter, and also the tank, right? It's a metal tank, so you can always attach tank bags on it whenever you plan to tour. And let's talk about the engine and transmission. So engine type, it's a 4-stroke SI engine, and then bore stroke is 70 by 90.1. In terms of the cubic capacity, the displacement is 348.36 cc. Cooling mechanism is air. Net power 15.5 kilowatt at 5500 rpm. Maximum torque is 30 newton meter, guys. Very torquey at 3000 rpm. And then lubrication is wet sump, and number of gears are 5. So yeah, this is about the engine and transmission. And guys, there are a lot of videos on YouTube that you can see for the ride reviews and also walk around reviews. But I wanted to walk you through the brochure to talk about the feature list, the colors, the specifications of the vehicle. Right. So yeah, moving on to the electricals. So battery is 12 volt 6.0 Ah. Headlight, tail lamp and winkers all are LED, guys. And then talking about the frame and suspension, so the frame type is half duplex cradle, front suspension is telescopic, and the rear suspension is twin hydraulic. Swing arm type is dual straight conventional, and ride dynamics, handlebar riser, sitting posture is upright, and then the seat type is dual seat. And if you look at the tires and the brakes, so the front tire size is 100 by 90. It's a 19 inch tire, and the rear tire is 130 by 70, which is again which is 18 inch, and this is a tubeless tire. The wheel type is of alloy. Front brake, which is 310 disc, and front caliper is twin piston. Brake type is 240 for the rear. It's again a disc brake with ABS, and caliper rear is again single piston. And if you look at the feature list here, so meter type is like digital come analog. Then you also have a hazard switch. You have traction torque control. You have assistant slip clutch. There's an eco indicator, gear indicator position is also available on the bike. You have a USB charger to charge your phone on the go, and then you have Bluetooth and navigation. Then you have service reminder, side stand inhibitor, dual channel ABS, and smartphone voice control system. Yeah, I think these are the things mentioned in the brochure, guys, and this is actually a new brochure, and I think they updated the colors last year, uh, and we are waiting for an update from them, for the current year. And I'm sure you guys remember that there was also a color, I think, which Honda had launched a couple of years back, I think back in 2023, called as Legacy Edition. It was actually a Pearl Siren blue, PS blue, dark blue shade. So that was, I think, according to me, one of the best colors released in the bike. So hope that they bring that color back to the bike. Of course, in all the if not on the base, but at least on the top and the mid variants, because I think Honda is uh, actually using that color across all their other scooters and the commuter bike segment. But if Honda is listening, we would request and we would love to have the PS Blue for this bike, and definitely it would look appealing for sure, guys. And in terms of you know the test ride experience, so I had a lot of fun riding it. So the engine, if you talk about the engine, very smooth. It has great clutch, very light to use. So in the bumper to bumper traffic, uh, it would be very easy for you to make a move. And then of course you talk about the gearbox, you get a great feel when you change the gears. So that is also exceptional. The paint quality is great. The way it maneuvers in the when you ride, right, that is also very nice, very smooth, effortless riding. If somebody is planning to buy and is the first time, if he's planning to go for a bike, this can be a great option. He does not need to struggle with the bike because the quality that Honda provides, right, it is unmatched, right? So yeah, that is how my ride experience was with the bike, guys. So yeah, I think the motto of uploading this video was to take you through the brochure which Honda had launched for the Highness. So I wanted to take you through, this in detail, guys. So thank you very much for watching this video, and stay tuned for, you know, updates across various bikes and cars. And I would please also request you to like the video, share it, and also subscribe to my channel for more such updates. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Signing off. Thank you.